Okay, I'm going to go over 4 examples. You have 4 on your own to do. It's what I went over in the video yesterday. So we have x to the third, get a 1 in front, minus 25x equals 0. Okay, so how many answers does this have? Well, it has 3, because we have that third power, okay? Remember, the highest power that the x is the variables to tells you how many answers. Okay, now we have to have this set equal to 0, which it is, so that's set. Again, whenever you have, because you also have this x that's to the first power. So anytime there's x to powers other than 0 where you need that set. And now I count how many terms. There's 1, 2. Never underline the 0. So that's 2 terms. So that's GCF and then difference of perfect squares. Okay. So I make my boxes. Those help a lot. Okay. So GCF equals, and then the difference of perfect squares box. Okay. Okay, so the GCF, remember what we check for, is the first number in the equation negative? No, it's not. Okay. Is x on both terms? Yeah, we have x to the third next to the first, so we take x to the first out, okay? And then use your GCF calculator then to find the common factor of 1 and 25. It's just going to be 1. You can punch them in, but anytime 1's in the group, it's going to be 1. Okay, so we have to do the 1 because it has x to the first with it. So I do 1x to the first. Now I know when it's 1, usually we cross it out, but not when there's an x with it. Okay, we actually have to do it. So I go divide by 1x to the first and 1x to the first. Okay, so 1 divided by 1 is 1. Then on x we take 3 minus 1, which is 2. And then negative 25 divided by 1 is negative 25. So I put 25 with a minus, and then these x's I don't have to worry about because they're to the same power. Now when we're looking at the dots, I look from here to here, okay? Okay, so do we have x to the second? Yes, I do. So x. Is the second number negative? Yeah, 25 is the second number, it's negative. Turn this over and see if the numbers are perfect, the 1 and the 25. 1 is perfect, that's 1, 1. Now, just because I did 1 and 1, you don't put 25, 25. Go find 25 on the list. There it is. That's 5 times 5. So you put 5, 5. Stop. If you're putting 20, if you're just putting the number, stop it. Okay, yeah, 1 you do because 1 times 1. If it's 4, I go 2, 2. If it's 9, I go 3, 3. Okay. All right, now we did have this GCF here where that needs to be pulled down. You can get rid of the 1 though, okay? So you need to pull down 1x, okay? Now since there's an x in that parentheses, we label that with an F, F1, F2, and F3. Now again, before I wasn't worried about that because it didn't have x, but now that that has x connected to it, it's an F factor. Equals 0, and then you go set them all equal to 0. So 1x equals 0. 1x plus 5 equals 0. 1x minus 5 equals 0. Dot and circle, dot and circle, dot and circle. Divide by 1. 0 divided by 1 is 0. Okay, so x equals 0. Minus 5, minus 5. 0 minus 5 is negative 5. So you watch. Okay. Divide by 1. Negative 5 divided by 1 is negative 5. Okay. Then we add 5. 0 plus 5 is a positive 5. And then I divide by 1. 5 divided by 1 is 5. Okay, those are your 3 solutions. 0, negative 5, and positive 5. Okay, my next problem, negative 2x to the power of 3 plus 162x equals 0. So again, 3 answers. Now the equation is set, okay? Now we see how many terms. There's either 2 or 3 on this assignment. There's 2 here, so it's the same 2 boxes that I had the last time. So GCF equals, and then I see if I have a difference of perfect squares. GCF, is the first number in the equation negative? Yeah, this time it is. So you need to put a negative here, and a negative underneath. Okay, negative, negative. Okay, got that? Is x on both terms? Yeah, we have x to the third and x to the first, so we want to take the x to the first. Okay. And then GCF calculate the coefficients, the 2 and the 162. Okay, I got 2. Okay. So 2. And we're going to divide by negative 2x to the first. Okay, so negative 2 divided by negative 2 is positive 1, and then 3 minus 1 is 2. And then I take positive 162, divide that by negative 2, and that's negative 81. So put minus 81. Okay. Parenthesize that. You can get rid of the first power. Okay. Now, for the second part, the dots, I look from here to here. Okay. So, do we have x to the second? Yep. So, x. Because anytime you have x to the second, you go x times x. Okay, is the second number negative? Well, 81 is the second number. It looks negative to me. Now turn this paper over and see if the numbers are perfect. 1's on here. That's 1, 1. 81. 81's on there, but you don't put 81, 81. You put 9, 9. Now pull down your negative 2x. Okay. Now, since that has an x, that's F1, that's F2, that's F3, and all this crap is equal to 0. So, either negative 2x could equal 0, 1x plus 9 equals 0, 1x minus 9 equals 0. So divide by negative 2, and that's 0, minus 9. Here, I'll even show you. 0 divided by negative 2 is 0. Okay. Then 0 minus 9 is negative 9. Negative 9 divided by 1 is negative 9. Okay. Then plus your 9, 5, 0, and I add 9, that's 9. 9 divided into one piece just is 9. Okay. Okay, next problem. There's 3 answers. Okay, and we're set. Okay, this time there's 3 terms, so we want the GCF and then the T table. Okay, so the GCF is the first number in the equation negative. No, it's not. It's positive, so no negative here, here, anywhere under the lines. Is x on all 3 terms? Well, we got x third, x second, and x the first. So yeah, so I take the smallest x that I have to the first, But again, I'm not putting a negative because that very first number is positive. Okay. Okay, is X on all the terms? Yep. Now GCF calculate 2, 16, and 32. I got a 2 GCF, so 2x to the first is a GCF. Positive, though, not negative. Okay, 2 divided by 2 is 1. Then 3 minus 1 is 2. Negative 16 divided by 2 is negative 8. 2 minus 1 is going to be 1. 32 divided by 2 is positive 16, and I don't need these because they're both to the same power. Okay. Now when I do my t-chart, I'm going from here to here, A, B, C. And A is 1x to the second. Don't forget that. So 1 times 16 is positive 16. So I got a positive, so I'm going to add to try to get to 8, which is negative. 16 plus 1 is not 8. Divided by 2 is 10. Okay. 8 plus 2 is 10, not 8. Okay. Then I divide by 3. I got a decimal, so now I go to 4. Oh, 4, 4. What's 4 plus 4? That's 8. Okay. 8's negative. Just put a negative on one of the 4s since there's no bigger number. Because you have a positive here, that means the signs are the same. Okay. So they'll both be minus. Now A is 1, so when I go X, X, I put 1s in front of the X's, and then minus 4, minus 4. Okay? 1 and 4, the GCF's 1, so that's going to keep it 1x minus 4. And the same goes here. Okay? Now don't forget to drop your, get rid of the 1. Okay? And you drop your 2x down here. Okay? Because that has an x, so that's a valuable factor. That's F1, F2, F3. And again, all this crap equals 0. So 2x could equal 0, 1x minus 4 could equal 0, or 1x minus 4 could equal 0. So divide by 2 and 0. Once again, if you divide 0 by any number, that's 0. It's like there's no money and you're trying to divide it amongst two people, they get nothing. Now when I add 4, 0 plus 4 is 4. So 1 times x equals 4. And 4 divided by 1 is 4. Then I add 4 here. That's 4. So as you can see, I'm going to get duplicates of the same answer, but that's okay. I do want to see all of them. Okay. All right, and then the last one. There's 3 answers. We're set, okay, with 3 terms this time. So GCF, and then the table. Okay, so remember how we do the GCF. First, you got to worry about the negative. That number's not negative, okay? So I don't put a negative here. Don't put it here, and don't put it under any lines, okay? If that 3 was a negative, I'd be putting a negative here, here, and under all 3 lines, but it's not, okay? So is x on all 3 terms? X third, x second, x first. It is, so I need to put x first, okay? And again, you're going to put x first here and underneath all your lines, okay? Okay, then GCF calculate the numbers 3, 21, and 36. Okay, I got 3. So I'm going to put a 3 with my x to the first, meaning I'm going to put it here, 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 and here. Now I'm ready to roll. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 2. 1 is 2. X is second. Negative 21 divided by 3 is negative 7. 2 minus 1 is 1. And then 36 divided by 3 is plus 12, and then I can forget those, Okay. So A, B, C, and put a parentheses around that, but you're not going to need your first power there. So again, I take this A times this C. A is 1x to the second, don't forget that. So 1 times 12 is 12. It's positive again, so it's an add problem. We're trying to get to 7, which is a negative. So 1 and 12, nope. 2 and 6, nope. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7, okay? So 7's negative. That means our 4 is negative. And when we have a positive up there, the signs are the same. Now, A is 1. So again, when I make my parentheses, we're just going to go x, x, and we'll just put a 1 there. And then minus 3, minus 4. So out of these, the GCF's 1. So dividing by 1 will keep us at 1x minus 3. And then dividing by 1 here will keep us at 1x minus 4. Okay? Now, don't forget your GCF, because you need 3 factors, and the first one was your GCF. Okay? 3x. So F1, F2, F3. You set them equal 0, you go from there. So 3x could equal 0. 1x minus 3 equals 0. 1x minus 4 equals 0. So divide by 3. Once again, I have $0 to divide amongst 3 people. How much does each person get? Probably 0. Here I have $0, but I get to add $3, so that's $3. So I have $3 divided amongst 1 person. I guess he's getting all 3. Here I add $4 to 0, and that's $4. And we're dividing it amongst 1 person. Okay, so I guess he gets $4.